What's good, YouTube? Welcome to my channel, man. My name is DivaTequila. Appreciate you being here. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we got some Reaper action for you. Just before we get started, I went to post this video about 5 minutes ago. I had everything set up, did the description. I was going through to get the timestamps, and I realized I was muted the entire time. So, it is what it is. I'm gonna go ahead and record back over the video. Hopefully it doesn't make the quality too janky. Might be thrown off just a little bit because I'm recording over a recording, so we'll kind of see how it goes out in the end. But this was my biggest gameplay with Reaper so far. I'd only played like 3 or 4 games with him by this point, so I kind of wanted to showcase what all went down. We started off low-key getting kind of steamrolled by the enemy team, but we ended up catching some momentum, and I went on a pretty massive kill streak to secure the dub. So we'll see how it all plays out. We've got the new tank on our team. They've got the new tank on their team as well. We've both got Mercies as well. We've both got Reapers. So games are going to be kind of interesting in terms of matchups. It's really going to come down to execution, I think. Yeah, we'll see, man. Yeah, we get shoved off the first objective pretty hard. Didn't really stand a chance there, it would seem. They've got a Sombra and a Reaper, so they're able to dive the backline pretty effectively. They're also able to disengage pretty easily. Would have been really nice there if I had picked off the Sombra. That would have made that, I don't know, would have made me feel a lot better about that. Their Reaper's stack, and I didn't get the kill there either. That's tragic. Their Reaper's stacking up his ultimate pretty quickly, so that's something to go ahead and note, because that's going to come into play. He's already up to 95%, whereas I'm at 71%. He just got his ult as well. He's up in the room with all of us, and big ult activated. Took out 3 of us pretty easily. So they already got the first point. I just got my first death. Our tank's dead. Our Mercy's dead. Now our Mai's dead. Our Kiriko, maybe Kiriko got away with a sliver, but I don't know where the Kiriko's at. So at this point, she's hiding in a hole somewhere until we get back. So she effectively got, chased away from the point as well. And I got clacked there as well. Not entirely sure what was going on in my brain for me to try to make that move. Obviously didn't work out very well, so it is what it is. We got humbled, and now they're gonna have, they're at 6 minutes already, and they're getting ready to take it to the second little objective checkpoint. So we're gonna have to play out this entire hold here from this point right here. As soon as I activated my ult, the Zenyatta got theirs, which is unfortunate. I thought that would have been a really good play because we had the Zenyatta and the Mercy isolated. So taking out both healers, at the beginning of the engagement will obviously make it a lot easier for us. But it is what it is. We've got 7 minutes to make this hold. I'm just now, I'm at the start of my little kill streak that I'm about to go on right now. The Mercy was the first kill. Picked up the tank, picked up the Reaper as well. I think this area works out a lot better for me anyway, because it forces the close quarters engagements. Reaper's obviously 2 shotguns, so dominates pretty heavily in the close game, or in the close range. Yeah, we got the Kitsune active here, pretty big. Would have been nice if I had timed my reload a little bit better, so I could have contributed to the Reaper kill. But that's just me being a stickler. It is what it is. So to note here, the Reapers almost got their ult back up. Their tanks almost got their ult as well. Our tank and our Mai already have our ultimates. So Reaper got his ult. I think I played that pretty well. I have to learn. Like I said, this was only my 3rd, 4th, 5th game, something like that with Reaper. I didn't even have an hour logged on Reaper before this. So I have to learn when to activate my fade versus when to hold my fade, when to use my teleport ability versus when to not use it. We picked up 2 supports there. We got the Ana and the Zenyatta. This is open queue, so they've got 3 supports at the moment. They got 3 supports. They've got an Echo and they've got a tank, which actually isn't really a bad team comp. We've only got 1 support. We just have the Kiriko, but our tank has, you know, lifesteal effectively. I technically have lifesteal as well with my passive. For those of you who don't know about Reaper, anytime you do damage, you heal, you know, for a little bit. Obviously doing big damage, headshots and such will heal you for a lot more because you're dealing a lot more damage. So kind of balances out there because we do have two characters that have some self-sustain. So we'll see how that comes to play in a little bit. But yeah, they have 3 supports, which is just kind of hard to deal with, especially with the oppressiveness of their tank. Their tank's obviously, you know, I mean, extremely busted at this point. This whole weekend, this tank just dominated all of the quick play lobbies just because of how effective he is at brawling, how effective he is at isolating teams. I wasn't sure if I'd be able to get this pick here, but felt like it was worth using my TP just because I have my fade here as well. So worst case scenario, yeah, I get caught up in the mix and then I could just fade back out. So that's exactly what I did. Worked out well. I don't know at all why there's Zenyatta and their big man ulted right there, because I don't think that they caught either like any of our teammates in that ult. Maybe they got the Bastion. I see Bastion's dead now, so maybe the Bastion got caught in that ult, but that's a weird ult, and then their tank just nosedives off the map. So we started as 7 minutes to hold this objective. We've now got 4 minutes left, so things are going pretty well for us. Obviously, I can't do too much damage on a Mercy that's that far away, but it's nice to just go ahead and get a little bit of poke on her, you know what I mean? Let her know that she's not flying for free around here. Would have been nice, obviously, if I killed the Echo before she got the transformation there. That essentially gives her another life. She has, like, you know, a life as Reaper now, and then she goes back to being Echo as well. So, kind of annoying. It's okay, though. It just comes down to, you know, I got to be a little bit more accurate in my engagements. We're at the 25-player kill streak here, and at this point, while I'm playing the game, I don't even know. Like, I'm just not paying attention. I'm kind of just locked in. I didn't even realize I was on the 25 kill streak. It wasn't until I hit 30, actually, that I was aware. And I was like, oh, shit. Yeah, it's pretty dope. Especially because they pushed us all the way back to this point, and I hadn't had anything. Now we've held for 4 minutes, and I picked up 25 quick kills. So it feels good. Picked up one of the kills there. We're down to just me and Kiriko, though. Down to me and Kiriko. And let's see. Boom, they got me down to 50 health. Here goes the massive ult. We took out 4 of them. We took out their tank, we took out the Fair, we took out the Bastion, and we took out the Mercy. At this point, the entire enemy team is actually spamming in chat like, oh, wow, good play, which feels nice. Because, you know, people on Overwatch can be a little toxic sometimes, and that's okay, man. Get your animosity out, get your rage out. But anytime they tip your hat to you, you got to feel good about it, you know what I mean? Don't throw away the flowers that people give you. So that felt good. It also was just me and Kiriko, and I think Kiriko was coming back from spawn as well, because I didn't actually see her in that engagement at all. So she must have been coming back from spawn. Now we've got the Kiriko ult active. This is another example here of my aim just being absolutely atrocious. I could have prevented the Zenyatta from activating his ultimate at all there, and we would have just effectively shut down that entire engagement. I don't think our tank would have died either, because I don't know, Reaper in an active Kitsune is really potent. You're able to put out a lot of damage really quickly, so that's okay, man. Need to spend some time in the old aim trainer. It is what it is, baby. We're getting there, though. Had a couple close calls here, obviously. They get it to where it's literally 4 meters away. So now, obviously, you know, pressure time on. Still missing shots, but we dodged the Bastion ult. I can hear the Bastion roaming around. I see the Fair over there, but I recognize that the Bastion's extremely close to me, obviously. So with Reaper, you know, prioritizing targets is obviously important on any DPS, but especially with Reaper, because you can't sit here and waste your time trying to kill somebody that's miles away. You also don't necessarily want to just dive the person that's, you know, 50 meters away just because they're low health, especially when you have a big target right beside you as well. You know what I mean? Bastion just gets melted by Reaper pretty easily, especially from that close range. And it helped out that Bastion wasn't even aiming at me. This was a very interesting my ult here. I believe she did it to try to try to discourage them from pushing it all, but like there's 30 seconds left, you know what I mean? They're gonna end up making a push after this. It's not like that ult was gonna time out their push at all. I think she should have waited until they got actually forced in. This was another pretty much kind of doo-doo ult on my part. I effectively did the same thing Maya did there, and you know, blew a pretty massive game-changing ult there at the end. This wouldn't have been anywhere near as close, honestly, if both of us had used our ultimates more effectively. Zenyatta blows their ult right there. Good to keep the team alive, but we also have our Kitsune ult going active here. Aim was a little bit sloppy, but we pick off the Mercy. We get the Pharah next. Trying to get inside of the Reaper so I can maximize the damage I'm doing. I know that I have my supports here, and I know that he's down a Mercy. So I have a strong feeling that I can out-heal, you know what I mean? And that's the end of the game, man. They had 7 minutes to push the last point. We ended up securing it, so feels real good. I'm going to pull up the scoreboard here in just a second. Like I said, I'm recording over a recording due to the the audio malfunctions, but anyways, yeah, we finished with 38 and 3, the big 10k damage. Their Reaper actually out-damaged me, which, you know, kind of awkward, I guess, but their Reaper started off really strong and then finished not so great. You see they had 13 deaths as well. So dealing a lot of damage is obviously very important as DPS. Putting out a lot of kills is extremely important as DPS, but also staying alive and continuing to apply map pressure is really important. If you put out 12k damage but you spend half the match dead and running back from spawn, are you really as effective as you'd like to be? But anyways, man, that was the end of the video. I appreciate you sticking around this long. I love you so much, man. Have a wonderful day. If you made it this long, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe. Yeah, man, you're beautiful. I appreciate you. Peace.